The arena lights dim slowly, and a chilling silence spreads through the crowd as tension settles over the ring. At the commentary table, one question repeats again and again, like an echo trapped inside a cave. Can Andy Ruiz repeat the shock that once shook Anthony Joshua's soul? Joshua walks into the ring with a heavy expression carved from focus and fury, his eyes burning with a fierce desire for redemption. The crowd chants his name, but Joshua doesn't react, not even slightly. His gaze is locked on one man standing across the ring, Andy the Destroyer Ruiz. Ruiz enters with a calm, fearless confidence, the kind of confidence only a fighter has who already knows what it feels like to topple a giant. His steps are slow, steady, and unnervingly relaxed, as if the pressure of the moment doesn't exist for him. The bell rings, and instantly the air thickens with tension. Neither man rushes forward. No wild swings. Only deadly stillness and the silent exchange of intent between their eyes. Joshua begins to probe with long, sharp jabs, using his reach to keep Ruiz at bay. But Ruiz reads every movement with unnerving accuracy. He slips left, bends right, and glides outside the punch's path with masterful ease. The crowd senses something building, something big, something dangerous. Then it happens. Joshua leans forward just a little too much, just enough for a crack to appear in his defense. Ruiz's eyes flash with a spark of cold calculation. Ruiz doesn't pause for even a heartbeat. The moment he slips inside Joshua's reach, he fires a short left hook, compact, violent, and so precise that the impact echoes even though Joshua partially blocks it. The crowd reacts instantly, rising to their feet as the danger becomes unmistakable. Joshua retreats, trying to reset the distance, pumping out long jabs like spears. But Ruiz refuses to give him space. He stalks forward with small, efficient steps, his pressure tightening around Joshua like a closing trap. Every move Ruiz makes is measured, controlled, and frighteningly calm. Joshua fires a hard right hand to break the pressure, but Ruiz rolls under it with that ghost-like movement the world remembers. Ruiz counters immediately, unleashing a rapid four-punch combination that drives Joshua backward. Most of it lands on gloves, but the force is enough to force Joshua onto the ropes. A murmur spreads through the arena as Ruiz's confidence rises. Joshua tries to clinch, throwing his arms around Ruiz to slow him down, but Ruiz pushes him off and lands a right hand just as the referee steps in. Joshua looks stunned, not because of damage, but because of realization. Ruiz didn't come to survive, he came to end the fight. Ruiz feints a left, freezing Joshua, then drives a right hand straight through the guard, snapping Joshua's head backward. The crowd erupts as Joshua stumbles 2 steps, trying to regain balance. Ruiz moves forward slowly, reading him, watching, waiting. The tension in the arena becomes unbearable. Joshua steadies himself, but his breathing is louder now. Ruiz walks toward him with a frightening calm, and the audience can feel it. Joshua knows exactly what is happening. If he doesn't fight back now, Ruiz will overwhelm him. So he digs deep, steadies his stance, and snaps out a sharp double jab. This time, both punches land clean, disrupting Ruiz's rhythm. Ruiz doesn't step back, but the surprise flickers across his face. Joshua unleashes a massive right hand, the kind only heavyweights can throw, and it thunders against Ruiz's guard, pushing him a step backward. The crowd roars as Joshua attacks with renewed confidence. He follows with a brutal left hook to the body, a punch that echoes through the arena like a mallet hitting a drum. Ruiz winces, just for a second, and Joshua senses the shift instantly. He presses forward with controlled aggression, mixing jabs, straight rights, hooks, uppercuts, everything he has to keep Ruiz from getting comfortable. Ruiz tries to slip, but Joshua adapts fast, stepping around him, cutting angles, punishing him to the body and head. Ruiz fires a left counter, but Joshua tilts Jew. The arena shakes as Ruiz stumbles, not badly, but enough to send a wave of adrenaline into Joshua. He attacks in bursts, hammering Ruiz back toward the ropes. But Joshua's aggression has a flaw. When he opens up, he exposes himself, and Ruiz is waiting for just that. Even while absorbing Joshua's storm, Ruiz's eyes stay locked on Joshua's chest, reading the timing, memorizing the rhythm, counting every beat. Joshua throws a huge right hook that misses by inches. Ruiz sees it, a small opening, too small for most fighters, but perfect for him. The round ends with chaos from the crowd, both men sweating, breathing heavily. But Ruiz now understands everything he needs to break Joshua completely. Not swinging wildly, he's hunting with precision. Joshua tries to rebuild distance with long jabs, but Ruiz slips them effortlessly, catching one, parrying another, rolling under the third, stepping into range with footwork so smooth it looks unreal. Joshua's breathing grows heavier. Ruiz's breathing stays slow and controlled. Joshua throws a strong jab. Ruiz slaps it aside. Joshua throws a right hand. Ruiz rolls under it and appears on the inside like he teleported. Ruiz starts cutting off the ring, step by step. Joshua tries to pivot away, but Ruiz blocks the exit, forcing Joshua toward the ropes. Joshua fires a desperate left hook, but Ruiz absorbs it with a slight turn and instantly replies with a short, explosive right to the temple. Joshua freezes for a fraction of a second. That's all Ruiz needs. He unleashes a three-punch combination. Fast, precise, destructive. Joshua covers up, but the punches slip between his guard. Ruiz flams a left into the body, then another, then a hook upstairs. Joshua's hands rise too late, his legs stiffen, and the crowd rises in anticipation. Ruiz sees it. This is the moment he built from round one. Joshua throws a desperate uppercut, but Ruiz slips beneath it and counters with a devastating left hook that lands flush on Joshua's jaw. Joshua stumbles sideways, trying to stay up. Joshua tries to clinch in desperation, but Ruiz violently shrugs him off. The moment Joshua's arms separate, Ruiz unleashes a monstrous right hook across Joshua's jaw, a punch so clean and brutal that the sound echoes like a gunshot. Joshua collapses to one knee, then both. His glove touches the canvas as the referee begins the count. The arena descends into chaos. 1. Joshua blinks hard, trying to focus. 2. He pushes on the canvas, struggling to rise. 3. His hand slips. 4. He grabs the rope. 5. One foot gets under him. 6. He rises halfway, his body trembling. 7. His legs wobble, threatening to give out. 8. He tries to convince the referee he's fine, but his eyes are glassy, unfocused, distant. The referee hesitates only a second before waving his arms. The fight is over. Andy Ruiz erupts with emotion, jumping, shouting, embracing his team as the crowd explodes into deafening chaos. Joshua leans against the ropes, devastated yet respectful, still trying to process what happened. Ruiz walks over and touches gloves with him, showing honor even in victory. Cameras flash like lightning from every side. Commentators scream into their microphones. Fans roar from the seats. The verdict echoes through the arena. Andy the Destroyer Ruiz wins by knockout. A fight that began with tense silence ends with explosive history as one giant falls again, under the precise, relentless storm of a man who refused to back down.